World's loudest and most obnoxious neighborhood. My name is Paul Zigo. I pay an exorbitant amount of money to live here in this neighborhood that's never quiet. Because 24/7, 365, somebody is using a leaf blower. That's a leaf blower, by the way. Why is somebody using a leaf blower?
I don't know, man. It's weird because the neighborhood doesn't have an HOA, but people maintain their yards like there is one.
It's because it's keep up with the Joneses fest over here.
Yeah.
The people that do own these places are trying desperately to be the coolest kids on the block. And that the way that you win that battle is by having the greenest little Bermuda lawn that gets mowed 3 times a week. And so they hire Hispanic migrant folk to come and blow the entire property stem to stern with small gas engines all day, every day, constantly, till the end of time. It's okay. It's cool. If the economy keeps getting worse and worse, one of the first pieces of discretionary budget cut that people make is lawn service. So here's hoping. Here's hoping. Economy craters and everybody's out there raking their own leaves. Hallelujah. D, why is it so hot? Can you make it chilly? Can you make it chilly willy for us, D? Can you make it chilly willy so that you could put on your sweater and Dad could put on his sweater?
Well, he might even need another haircut.
Yeah, he might. He's a little shaggy. It's a little shaggy.
It doesn't have to be a full haircut, though. You can leave your little ears and your flag this time. That flag takes a long time to grow back.
What's the tracking color you got for him? It's called Tractive. Now, he and his brother are GPS tracked everywhere they go. They can't go nowhere without us knowing. I called out of work today to get my foot checked out. Shit hurts like hell. Oof. What'd you do? Did you like roll an ankle or where's the pain at?
Plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, dude, I had plantar fasciitis. It's fucking horrible. Foot supination. Oh, okay. Wow. Ah, get out of here, fly. Aren't you all supposed to be baked? Aren't you all supposed to be dead and baked now? Had like 10 days straight of
90 something.
wasn't cocked. Just hang there, but oh no. No. You gotta get got.
Took advantage. D, come on.
They're starting to learn the angles.
Yeah.
He can't shoot us if we're here. I'm pooping and I stopped trying to push and everything just fell out. Gross. You're banned. You want to shoot it? You could help, D. You could help. You could help by snipping it. Come on.
Do it.
Come on, make a jump. There you go. Look at that. That wasn't hard, was it? Now you got a little lap. You got a little lap spot over here now. You taking over the show? You gonna tell these folks what's what about what? Tell them, D. Tell these folks what's going on in the world and how they need to be about it.
So indecisive about laps.
Yeah. Well, he likes a lap, but only for a short, brief period. What is his favorite food? He likes peanut butter. He likes pumpkin.
He likes tuna.
Tuna. Yeah. Those three are probably the things he lusts for the most. He likes like canned pumpkin puree.
Gotta pay the tuna tax to him and the cat if I want a tuna sandwich.
Yeah. If Amelia cracks a tuna can, both him and the cat come and worship at her feet until they get a nugget. Tuna tax is full in effect.
He likes chicken.
Yeah. He likes chicken. Like boiled chicken. Chicken and rice. He's had some tummy issues in the past, and when he does, he goes on a bland diet, which is just boiled chicken breasts and plain white rice. But yeah, no, he lusts after anything he's not supposed to have, basically. Those are
the things he likes that he's allowed to have.
He's a cur. All right, he's a total cur. Like, I could picture Dinor. You know, there's a scene in the book, A Song of Ice and Fire, the first one, where the Starks are throwing like a get-together at the Winterfell Lodge, and the Lannisters have come with Robert Baratheon, and they're throwing a big feast. And they introduce the feast, or George R.R. Martin introduces the feast by following a cur that's sniffing around and trying to get food that's falling and overhearing the stuff that's going on, right? And I always thought, like, that's fucking Dinor. A literal medieval cur just, like, wandering around the feast lodge hoping somebody drops a bone or something. That's him. That's his whole life. It's his favorite shit to do, is to hope that we drop a single grain of rice or a bean so that he can get it. Got your signed Blu-ray and it's awesome. Wick equals dipped. Yes, yes, yes. No, those were fun to do. I should be getting some Tomat posters in the mail here pretty soon. Because we're going to customize a bunch of those for people. Yeah, I don't feed Dinor from the table as a rule. But he's got like a sensitive tummy. It's not just behavior modification. It's like he'll eat too much of something and then he's got diarrhea for 3 days. It's like sensitive little tummy problems when he eats too much garbage. What brand do you have him on? Blue Buffalo is the brand of kibbles that he eats, and then we add like pureed pumpkin to it sometimes.
And Cricket devoured his kibble the first time he saw it.
Yeah.
And we had to put the cat on Blue Buffalo too. He
Yep.
wouldn't stand.
He wouldn't handle any other type. He wouldn't accept it. I mean, Dinor will eat whatever you put in front of him, but
It's beef that he's got a problem with.
yeah, beef and lamb. He's good on poultry. Turkey and chicken he can do. Fish he can do. But beef, like red meat, mm-mm. Land somewhere out here in my field of vision and watch what happens.
I know you talked about getting him like a little steak for his birthday, but I think he'd be just as happy with a chicken breast.
Yeah. You're probably right.
Probably be safer for his tummy.
What are your thoughts on the Trump watch? It's funny because I'm like a micro brand aficionado. I can like recognize the type of movement. So Trump basically ordered 2 types of movements. He ordered Miyota 5180s. That's for the one with the little date window at the bottom. And then his high priced one is a Seiko day date. I can't remember the reference number of the movement, but so it's like once you start to understand micro brands and how they operate, micro brands will order completed Miyota movements, right? These are just Japanese movements. They're relatively cheap and reliable in comparison to the more expensive German and Swiss movements, right? So they will order these cheaper movements, and then the micro brand will farm out to different artisans. Here, this place is going to make us the case. This place is going to make us the sapphire crystal. This place is going to provide the dials and the hands, right? And they assemble these watches. But really, like if you were to take them apart, they're no different from any other fucking mainline watch. And his pricing is actually pretty dead on. He's charging between $300 and $400 for the low end Miyotas and something like $800, I think, for the gold Seiko. So he's not like overpricing his watches, but they're ugly as shit. The branding on it is ugly as shit. It's got Trump on the top at the 12 o'clock indice, and then his scribble of a signature at the 6. It's just a busy, ugly, gaudy dial.
You know, he probably has better margins than like some of the micro brands because he's Trump.
Well, yeah. He's got, you know, 150, 200, 300, 400, 500 of those sold themselves.
Yeah.
That if you're starting an unknown micro brand, you don't get that.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's really looking to start a micro brand that's going to be making releases. He's just looking to cash in.
Yeah.
So it's like he's using the same tactics that somebody starting a micro brand would use, but he's trading instead of on the watch, he's trading on his name. So he's just using it as a piece of merch to sell his name to people. And watches are back in a big way, like a huge, like it's crazy. Like watches were pretty functionally dead for about 20 years. And then all of a sudden it's like the popular thing to get your dad for Christmas and your husband for the anniversary and all that shit. And there's more micro brand companies than ever before now. It's just like the variety of watch designs and configurations that are available for, you know, like that median price point of $300 or $400 is pretty fucking stellar. Pretty wild. Dude, I'm a fucking killer, bro. I'm a killer with this shoddy. He's selling 147 of them for $100,000. Those must be like solid gold, right? So he's using solid gold. It's a good starter watch. Casios, right? So Casio makes the G-Shock line, which are basically indestructible watches. They make G-Shocks in quartz movements and mechanical movements and digital movements, in a whole array of different styles. Some of them are real big and chunky. Some of them are smaller. Yeah, I would look into that if you're looking for just like a really good starter watch and a good like daily beater of a watch. If you're not really like sure you want to get into like collecting different types of watches, you can't go wrong with a Casio. And they don't just make the G-Shock either. Casio has a line of really nice looking dress watches, dive watches, field watches. They make pretty much every style of watch, and they do it good. We in Latvia love the US. Aw, that's cute. We love you too, little Latvia. How do you feel about Swatch? Pretty cool, yeah. Oh yeah, like I have a Casio data bank, which is basically the same watch that Marty McFly wore in Back to the Future, the old '80s calculator watch, and it was $25. Can't really go wrong. What's the difference between a field and a dive watch? A field watch is going to be chunky and designed to take like battering, right? Like being bumped into things, working with it on, right? A field watch is less about the external polish, right? And it's going to be a more sturdy, functional watch. A dive watch is going to be a watch specifically designed to handle 10 to 20 atmospheres of pressure so that you can literally go diving in your watch and still read it while you're down there. Most watches that you buy now are functionally like have 10 meter, what they call 10 meter water resist, right? Like I could go swimming in this watch if I wanted. It's water resistant up, you know, beyond what I can go in a fucking pool. Yeah, yeah, Orient is great too. You know what I want to get? I want to get a, fuck, what are they called? It's like a Chinese watch, Zhonghe. It's got a name though. Anyway, it's so fucking cool. I want to get one, but the problem is that there's a ton of knockoffs made, and I'd probably end up with a knockoff, knowing the Chinese market. But they look so cool. I can't remember the name of them. How many do you have? Right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 watches right now. I own 5 watches. I want to get a few more. Is $100,000 too much for a special custom solid gold watch? Yeah. $100,000, like, okay. Let me give you an example, right? So the some of the top brands in the world, right? So let's just one everybody knows, Rolex, right? Rolex makes their watches in a variety of different materials, case materials, right? So if you're buying your first Rolex, chances are you're looking at a stainless steel Datejust, which is a very simple Rolex movement, stainless steel case, sapphire bezel, really high quality Rolex dial, the whole nine, and a Swiss movement inside, right? That is going to cost you, depending on the time, right, somewhere between $5 and $6 grand if you buy it from a dealer, right? Maybe 6 or 7 grand if you buy it in the gray market. Now, if that case is gold, right, if it's a solid gold Datejust, oftentimes when they do gold, they will also do like diamond indices as well. So you're getting a really luxurious watch with a lot of precious metals. And that's going to be probably, if you're looking at a factory gold Datejust with diamond indices, you're probably going to pay something like 45 or 50. And that's a Rolly. That is not a Miyota, right? This is like a lot of people would argue, one of the finest movements that you can get. My friend had a Rolex stolen from him. Ouch. Yeah, people will do that. Like 35, 40. So yeah, he's ripping people off and then some, because the movement in that, I guarantee you, that's not like a bespoke movement. It's not even a Swiss movement in there, I bet. I don't know. I'd have to look at the link. Let me look it up. Let me see if I can tell you anything about these watches. I didn't see the 100. I didn't see the thing about the. See. It's all just news stories about it. Where's his website, bro? Is there a link in any of these garbage articles? Okay, gettrumpwatches.com, right? Get Trump watches. Trump watches. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so this is a malachite dial. These are pretty popular, and this is a Rolex Datejust homage style, or probably a Rolex Explorer homage. The malachite dial is cool. That usually adds some money, and he's charging about what I would expect a gold malachite dial, right? Like, I don't know what this is. I don't know if that's actual gold. It probably isn't for 800 bucks, I would imagine. $499 for this two-tone Datejust homage, right? So you got stainless steel and probably anodized aluminum, maybe a little bit of gold plating on that, and he's asking $499 for that. It's not like that's exorbitant. Here's the red dial of his fight watch, right? $499. It's the same thing, just with a red dial and bezel. All right, so okay. Here we go. So here's what he's charging $100,000 for. There's a little bit more to it, but it's still okay. Well, I don't know. So he's selling $100,000 watch. Okay, this is the $100,000 Trump watch with a diamond bezel and diamond. Well, I guess it looks like the whole watch escapement is flooded out with diamond, right? And he's saying 18 karat solid gold. Okay. And the thing that he's using to bunch up that price is right down at the bottom of the dial. You see that there? That's called a tourbillon. The tourbillon was invented by Louis Breguet back in the 1800s as a way to counteract the effects of gravity on a movement. So basically, that whole escapement in the middle rotates as the watch moves, right? And it keeps the balance wheel, which is visible, it keeps the balance wheel from being affected at the same point by gravity, right? Now, a tourbillon is an incredibly expensive complication. And now you're starting to talk about a watch where, okay, let's put it in a Rolex. You've got a solid gold Rolex, factory diamond bezel, and factory diamond escapement with a tourbillon. Yeah, you're going to pay $100,000. You're probably gonna pay $100,000. And here's the thing about a tourbillon: very cool looking, completely worthless. It's old technology. It doesn't do anything anymore. New watch materials like titanium and stuff like that have made the need to shield your balance wheel from gravity completely worthless. A tourbillon does nothing. Right? It's just a complication. But tourbillons functionally are worthless. So that's a bi-axis tourbillon. It's a normal tourbillon. They actually make triple axis tourbillons, where the entire cage escapement rotates in different directions. Those are even more expensive. Then if you want to get totally fucking crazy, they make watches that have double tourbillon. Let me just see if I can find a crazy double tourbillon for you. I mean, they're fucking retarded. Jacob & Co. Jacob & Co. double tourbillon. Jacob & Co. billionaire double tourbillon. Let me get it up. Let's see. Well, I mean, I guess you guys can just watch them put it together. So here's a double tourbillon watch. It's called the Billionaire. Flooded out with the best diamonds in the world, right? The whole face and bezel is solid diamond. And there's two tourbillons, and they're triple axis tourbillons. So double, triple axis tourbillon. I got to be honest with you. I think tourbillons are fucking ugly. I'm a dial guy. I like the dial, right? And a tourbillon, especially those visible skeletonized tourbillons, are visible on the front face of the watch, breaking up that beautiful dial. Like, I'm a dial guy, so I probably would never buy a tourbillon watch, even if I was rich. Yeah. I'm not enamored with them. They're cool to look at, you know. I love to see the gears. Yeah. I mean, I understand that. And they make skeletonized watches where, you know, the watch movement is suspended over the mechanical movement, right? The watch hands and the dial are suspended over that, so you can see right through the watch. You can see the mechanics of it moving and rotating around. Kind of neat. A lot of higher end, you know, watches, even in the micro brand world, come with a sapphire case on the back. And there's actually a watch I really want. There's a company I own one of their watches, a Zarek Soloscope 2 I own. I want to get the new Zarek Inverter 2. The Inverter 2, you read the watch from the side, and the top of it is literally all the guts of the watch, and that's all you look at. And if you want to read the watch, you tell time like that. I want it so bad, bro. The Inverter 2 is super cool. Has Rolex ever made a pocket watch? Yes. Yeah, most of the big watchmakers either have made or currently offer a pocket watch. Oh shit, you got the gout. Rich man's disease? You got the gout. No, that sucks. Yeah, gout sucks. Yeah, they used to call gout rich man's disease because it's a dietary issue, or at least it's triggered by excessive carbohydrates and meat. From what I understand, I don't have gout, so don't take my shit, but it's carbohydrates and excessive red meat contributes to gout. Also, seafood, alcohol, like massive indulgence in that is just going to cause your gout. Well, it used to be called rich man's disease because only rich people could afford to eat that kind of rich food. Now they've made this fatty, salty food widely available, so it's no longer a rich man's disease. It's just something people get when they overindulge in processed foods and shit. And it can be genetic too. It's not always dietary. It has a component that can be dietary. It's also something that can just kind of flare up in people genetically. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you want to stop the progression of the gout, then yeah, you're going to have to change your whole diet and probably your whole exercise regimen and shit too. Just the way it works. Sucks. Was that a bug assault? Yes. Yes. I don't fuck around, dude. I've got fly corpses everywhere, bro. These flies I don't fuck around with them, bro. I kill them when they come over here. Kill your addiction to sweet tea. Start getting them Arizona fucking sugar-free ones, you know? America, America, this is you. Doom, 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 doom. Bow. Stories from your friends next door. Ba-na-na-na, they never told. You might be a star tonight, so let that camera roll. You're red, white, and blue. All the funny things you do. America, America, this is you. Yeah, your salt intake, your fat intake, your carb intake. Those are going to be the three things that are going to affect your gout. What's shooting flies? I'm shooting flies. How old am I? How old do you think I am? I always make you motherfuckers guess, because if you're so curious, I want to see what you think. Nobody help him. 48? I mean, that's not super far off, but it's a little up. 44. Yes. I'll be 45 in April. You gotta go, bro. You gotta go. I just told you how old I am, and you're in here talking to me like a teenager, giving me a fucking smoke PSA, bro. Get out. You gotta go. I ain't coming into your backyard disrespecting your ass, trying to tell you how to live and what you should and shouldn't do. You take your ass out. Leave your advice in here. I just got done telling you I'm damn near 45 years old. If you think I need your advice on any goddamn fucking subject, you're likely wrong. West Side, Bankhead, where I'm from, everything y'all did have been done. My shoe game and my true game, can't touch that shit. Bitch there hollering about fuck me? Nah, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Is vanity against the Tao? Not specifically, but yeah. I mean, focusing your attention inward, it's building up your ego, right? You look like you were in Sons of Anarchy and never left character. Maybe I'm just the type of cool ass motherfucker that they make TV shows about. Because most of y'all motherfuckers are boring, right? You ever think about that? You ever think about like they make TV shows with people that look like me in it because we get up to crazy shit, right? And all you fresh cut, clean cut, business suit wearing motherfuckers watch us on TV to feel like you're alive a little bit, bro. Why don't you just be alive? You ain't got to live vicariously through me, homie. You can just be alive. Think about that. Yeah, you can't hate me if I'm living my best life. You can't hate. I'm not a super uber rich guy. Mommy and daddy didn't, I built this myself. Everything I got came from the sweat of my brow. So if you hate on me, you may as well hate on yourself. I never got shit handed to me. Period. And as a result of that, bro, at 45, coming up on 45, I don't take fucking shit off of nobody. Nobody. I don't need advice. I don't ask for it. Man, that's the best part of getting old. I take literal zero shit off of nobody. Don't need advice, and I handle my own business. I live how I want to live. I conduct myself how I want to conduct myself. You see? You can hate if you want. It's your free time. But I'm just saying, you're hating on yourself. I'm not some special guy that my daddy doesn't own a diamond mine. My mommy doesn't own a fucking, dress barn or some shit. I never had money. I had jack shit given to me. Everything I have, I built. And I built it with fucking honest, good labor, dude. So you want to hate on me, you're hating on yourself. When it comes to that shit, I face the hardships you do. I'm just older. I learned the hard lessons about how to keep that shit together. You know? At least that's how I see it. I ain't claiming to be perfect either. You know, you can put that out of your head. I'm not claiming I got every goddamn thing figured out. I don't. I just don't worry about it. You know? I've been through it. I know how to handle it. Is the ghetto bird again? No. Holy shit. That's a, hold up. It's flying kind of slow. Yeah, that's a Black Hawk? Yeah. A Black Hawk. Damn. Little military chopper. Here we go. It is time. Jesus. I will pause to kill you. Matter of fact, motherfucker. Let's go. In fact, I'm gonna have to take a longer pause because this needs to be filled up. I'm gonna go get some salt. If you want to keep buzzing. All right. Fresh clip. Where you at? Popped. Anybody else? Anybody chilling over here? Where we at? Now we gonna leave me alone while I roll a J, or somebody else want to land on me? Because I'm willing. I'm a patient man. How does one stop using carbs and fatty fried foods as their primary calorie source when your entire life? You just got to make the decision. You're in a better position than most people are to really clean up your eating, Phoebes, because you live on a farm. You've got farm fresh eggs right there. You could create a little victory garden area where you're growing cucumbers and tomatoes and peppers and all that stuff. And you can start making that happen.
edgy today.
What is your problem, D? Can you tell me? Can you give me a list of your problems? That's what I'm saying. So you're in a better position than most people to change your dietary habits. You have access to fresh produce every day, cyclically. You can build recipes around that fresh produce that are low in the things that you're trying to get rid of your gout. So low in carbs, low in processed foods, low in cholesterol, low in salt. Those are the things that I know that trigger gout flare-ups in people. I don't have gout, thankfully. I never had to deal with it, but my dad has it. Or has had it. And he changed his diet pretty crazily. But also he changed his diet on the advice of his cancer doctor.
That was a different
What?
thing.
Yeah, that was different, but I mean, my dad has been in good shape for a while now because he made it a point to change his diet. So what are the tasty ways to eat healthy? What's that fucking, is it Moosewood restaurant?
Yeah. That's vegetarian.
Well, that's, I mean,
vegetarian focus.
right. So we have a cookbook that Amelia's mom got for us. It's Moosewood Restaurant.
Moosewood Classics. Yeah.
Moosewood Classics. You can look it up, and it is filled with really good recipes. Amelia makes a veggie lasagna out of there that is just like fucking primo, bro. It's so good.
It's got tofu mixed in with the cheese, so it's got more protein without
Yep.
having a whole bunch of sausage.
Yep. So instead of, the meat component in a normal lasagna, it's got cheese, tofu, and artichoke hearts to fill out that meatiness. And it is so good. No, not zucchini noodles, normal noodles. You could use zucchini noodles if you want.
I mean, you had to adjust probably a lot.
Yeah, but no, we just use normal noodles. But, it's got ricotta cheese, obviously, and you mix
that's blended with
tofu. And it's fucking delicious. I mean, it's absolutely... So what she does is she makes a big giant pan of it. We keep about, we eat off of it that night. And we keep about half of it out so we can have it for leftovers. And then she freezes the other half of the pan. And because it's just, it's like the fattier a food is, the more likely it is to freezer burn because fat crystallizes when it freezes super hard. And so like the fact that it's a lower fat option just makes it freeze like a brick. It's perfect.
You just plop it in a pan.
Yep. You just take it out of the freezer, plop it in a pan, put it in the oven at 350 and forget about it for about an hour.
Hour and a half.
Yep. And it's just like an immediate, it's like she just cooked it. You can't even tell it was frozen.
Yeah. You just add a little bit of sauce on the bottom of the pan can help.
Yep.
For a little extra
But I mean,
steam.
like, just little things like that. But that Moosewood Classics, it's an older book. Like, it's been
They
around.
had multiple versions. I just sought out the oldest one.
Yeah. But, yeah, I would recommend getting one of those books and picking a few recipes and just trying them. Moosewood
Classics.
Moosewood Classics is the name of the book we have, but they have other versions of it. But yeah, it's a restaurant, right?
In New York.
In New York, a vegetarian restaurant. But Moosewood is the name of it. It's a cookbook. It's got vegetarian and pescatarian recipes in it that are going to be good for lowering, your cholesterol intake, your carb intake, and your salt intake, probably, I would imagine, among other things. It's like, you know, not all vegetarian food is what I would call like health food. You know, like this idea that because it doesn't have meat in it, it's like straight good for you is not necessarily the case. It's just got so much less of, you know, the salt and fat and cholesterol and stuff than your average meat dish does, that it just ends up stacking up as a positive. You know, it's not that you're eating something that's barely got any taste and it's nothing but just like steamed vegetables. That just ain't the way it works. Cheese and tofu and sauces of all different kinds. Like, Amelia's become a pretty accomplished saucier.
I don't know about that.
Hey, you make some sauces though.
I buy a lot of sauces.
Hey, don't matter. The magic is behind the curtain, you know.
Potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Beans.
Woo.
We did shrimps last night.
Shrimp and rice pilaf with some Brussels sprouts. So fucking good. So good. But anyway, let's not have everybody spitting their dietary advice for the next hour. I did what works for me. May or may not work for you.
Yeah, some people do better on keto-like things. Some people do better fucking getting down to the gnat's ass on calories.
Doing
and
calorie
shit.
counting or intermittent fasting or whatever. I don't really care what you use. Like I did what works for me. I cut meat out of my diet. And you know, I don't eat like a fucking champion swimmer or something, but the shit that I eat that's bad now is so much less bad than when I was eating double that amount with a bunch of ground beef or pork or chicken or whatever, right? So I eat less, and the shit that I do eat is less destructive for my diet. So that's what worked for me. Have a favorite recipe your wife makes? Yeah, her chili. Her chili has been dank from the jump. It's like a 3 or 4 bean chili.
Yeah, it's super simple. Just fucking a can of kidney beans, a can of black beans, a can of refried beans. The last thing of beans I kind of play with. Sometimes it's pinto beans, sometimes it's fucking black-eyed peas.
Right.
You do about a can of broth and a little can of tomato paste and a couple tablespoons of chili powder and onion. So you saute an onion,
Yeah.
and then you add the broth and the refried beans and the tomato paste, and then you add the chili powder and do like a teaspoon of salt, decent amount of pepper, teaspoon of like cayenne, teaspoon of cumin, and then you add the can of Rotel, a can of kidney beans, a can of pinto beans, a can of black beans. You bring it all to a boil and you turn it down, let it simmer for like 20 minutes.
Well, your chili is fucking dank. I'm a chili head though, dude. I gotta have chili.
I'm garlic powder. Forgot garlic powder.
Yeah, you gotta, you know.
Basically, just put all the spices.
Yep, all the seasonings. Maybe not all of them, but yeah. You want to put a bunch of different, you know, you can play with it. It's a really simple recipe and it's pretty cheap to make too.
Worcestershire is a good thing to add too.
Mm-hmm.
Or soy sauce if you don't like Worcestershire.
Yeah. But I'm a huge chili fan. My mom makes a crazy killer chili as well. She used to. There's a chili cook-off in Madera every year. It's part of the fair, and my mom used to compete in it back in the day. And her chili is pretty fucking dank. Very meaty though. It's like kind of like the opposite of Amelia's chili. She ever win? I don't think she ever took like first place in it, but she used to place. She was well known over there. Used to get some weird ass chilies, man. It was at that chili cook off that I first ate rattlesnake. I had rattlesnake chili, and it was fucking delicious. But yeah, my mom, makes a really killer meat chili. That's much simpler. It's like less substantive
like
with beans and
Texas chili or something.
I mean, she does have beans in it, but it's just very meaty. It's very like the base is ground beef and it's seasoned with that, and the fat from the ground beef kind of emulsifies into the mix. And it takes a long time to cook. She simmers it for hours. You put it on there.
Starts with dry beans too, doesn't
Yeah.
she? Yeah.
Simmer to reduce it. And then you dry beans, suck up some of the stuff, and you want to, because like that's what it's about with her. You start with a lot of liquid, and then you simmer it down to nothing, basically, or not nothing, but
mine's the opposite. It has very little liquid, so it's done really fast.
Right.
It's with canned beans, so it's super quick.
Yeah. Rattlesnake tastes much like chicken, or so I've heard. Yeah. It was very like poultry-esque, but it was also mixed into a very hearty chili. So it was kind of like, it just like, you could have told somebody it was any kind of meat, probably.
Yeah. I imagine, like, texturally, was it like fish-like at all, or it was too broken
Flaky.
down? Flaky. Yeah.
Like chicken.
Yeah.
Maybe a little like fish. I don't know. I mean, texturally, it just melted into that chili. You could taste that you were biting into some meat, but, it was chopped down pretty small. I remember that chili won one year. A rattlesnake chili. It's really good. But yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of different chili. There's beanless, completely beanless, like meat chilies. I'm not a big fan of those. And then, on the other end of that spectrum, you've got like more bean-focused, bean-front chilies like Amelia's, and then my mom's kind of like a blend of that.
I think there's like white chilies too.
They're white chilies, yeah.
The tomato.
You use cannelloni beans in it, and yeah. You the cool unk? Yeah. I'm an Uncle X like 12 or like 11, so I'm a pretty cool unk, bro. I've got a lot of practice on the uncle tip, I don't trust chili comp judges. I tasted the first, second, third place, and the guy who won 3 years in a row bowls, and the first place was the worst one. My mom placed third in that one. The best bowl didn't play. I mean,
different tastes. Like some people.
Yeah,
like...
I know what he means though, because like in this small town and amongst chili cookers and stuff, there's like a good old boys club.
Yeah.
So he's probably right about that. But just because your mom didn't win doesn't mean it was rigged. But yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. I don't think my mom ever won it either. And in my opinion, her chili's better than all of their chilies. But, that's just how the world works. Everybody thinks their mom's chili is the best chili. Oh, my mom's killer. Like a killer cook. Just like has the gift, I want some coffee.
Yeah. There's another cup in there.
You sure?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I need another.
You want me to start that laundry now so you can wear it later?
What do you mean?
Oh.
Here, I wish you weren't. Oh boy. Uh, what? What's going on? I just got up to get coffee, guys. What the problem is? Lobster or shrimp and chili? I don't, bro. Like, no surf and turf chili, okay? Let's not do it. Let's not do it. Let's keep to the rules, okay? No lobster, no shrimp. Okay? Drink your coffee black. Sometimes, yeah. Most of the time. Well, maybe not most of the time, but yeah. I prefer it black, but I've also got like a little oat milk creamer that I'll throw in it sometimes. I put a little dash of that in it today. What do you think of lobster? Oh my God, it's the same question. Chad is dead, bro. What the fuck, homies? I look away and I look back and the same fucking questions up there still. Jesus, poor chat. What happened? Poor chat. The war of attrition is on. There's only so many flies in the area. One's stupid enough to land in my presence and fucking buzz me. They don't live long to tell the tale. So how many you got? A couple of intrepid little fucking flying aces trying their fucking luck around here. Bro, please land somewhere. Please land somewhere. You fucking mongrels. I have no respect for a fly. I just gotta tell you. I have respect for pretty much all life on this planet, but there's a couple of things on this planet I got zero respect for. One of them is flies, okay? Worthless beings, worthless animals. Oh my God, land, you fucks. They do clean up shit. No, they don't. They lay eggs and shit and create more putrid, miasmic flies. More shitty little flies. They turn shit into flies, is what they do. Don't clean up shit. Almost. Just couldn't get the corner peak on him, you know? He was around the back. Oh, come on and just land, you skibbity fucks. Oh my God, I am so sick of hearing them, bro. Land. Okay, there's one. Gotta move quick because they fucking don't stay landed long. That's one down. Come on, go join your friend over there on the chair. See what's up. I got something for you. I got a little extra something for you. Where you land at? I heard you land. Where you at? On the backside of that? No. I gotta hunt these fuckers down, dude. Every last one. They're literally fly corpses everywhere. It's like a spider buffet out here. Serving them up. Salted. The Rings of Power is hilarious. They show the Balrog for 2 minutes in the new episode that came out last night. I literally don't understand what demographic of human being is watching that show. Because, dude, I'm a fucking Tolkien nut. I'm a Lord of the Rings dork. And I wouldn't touch that show with a 10-foot pole, bro. Not a 10-foot pole. Not a 20-foot pole. So, who are these people that are watching this garbo? And why are they watching the garbo is what I want to know. Who are these people? Where did they come from? Like, where did this, like, seeming full generation of people who have no media literacy and no standards come from? And how do we stuff them back into the fucking minority where they belong so that maybe Hollywood has to challenge us with movies again? Who are these people that just like suck slop for a living and pretend to like it? And where the fuck do I get like away from them? That's the real question. Like, how the fuck do I distance myself from these people? It's like, man, dude, I don't know. When I was a kid, when dog shit came out, people would go like, damn, that's dog shit. Right? It just seemed like most people were kind of on the same wavelength. Now, bro, every piece of dog shit's got like a bunch of like teens to mid 20s people just like hella cheerleading it. And it's just like, what is this, bro? What is this? How many decades of rehash Marvel movies are y'all gonna suck up for free before you ask them to make something else? You want to talk about slop, bro? A lot of people use slop as a term to deride like AI artwork. You know what the real slop is? The shit they're throwing in the bucket for your skibbity asses to lap up, bro. Yeah, but we knew the difference between slop and good shit, though. That's you can't throw that in my face, homie. We knew what slop was. All right? Some of us enjoyed feeding at the trough, right? But we knew what we were doing. We didn't pretend like it was the best shit that ever happened. That's different, bro. I'm going to tell you right now, if Rings of Power had come out 20 years ago, it wouldn't have found an audience. There wouldn't have been a single fucking motherfucker dumb enough to eat that slop. It took your parents failing you, right? Ultimately, that's what happened. There were other people involved, right? The school system done failed you as well. But ultimately, it was really your parents that failed you. Slop. Come on and land. No. Get over there. Go back where you were. You like it over there. Add another body to the fly graveyard that exists out here today. Yeah, dude, the Minecraft movie. And you know what? That movie's gonna be a fucking smash hit, too. Yay! Slop! What's so bad about it? I've only seen snippets. Same. It's just that, I have this really honed instinct for dog shit. And I gotta tell you, every clip and screenshot I've seen of that show, I smell dog shit. Oh man, we've talked about it on the show before. You could smell dog shit when you really get it, right? I can tell you, and I do this all the time. Give me the first line of dialogue in the film, and I'm going to tell you if the film's dog shit. That's all I need to see. Show me the intro drone shot. You know what I'm talking about. Flying over the city upside down or whatever it is, right? And then give me that first line of dialogue, and I will tell you if it's a dog shit movie or if it's a good movie. 100%. 100% of the time, bro. 100% of the time. I never miss. You know why? Because I got finely honed instincts for dog shit. I've had to develop them. Right? I can smell the tropes. I can smell the shitty writing. You know, it just fucking oozes. Oh, dude, we went to go see Black Panther in the theaters, me and TJ. And I leaned over to him sometime within the first 5 minutes of the movie, and I was like, "This movie's dog shit." And he was like, "Yup." And it was. It's a total forgettable dog shit film. Now, you see, you can't just give me the line. It is the line plus the intro, plus the lead up, plus the establishing shot, plus the character, plus the read. You can't just give me a line and ask me if the movie's dog shit. I said I have to see and hear the first line. You show me up till the first line of dialogue, and I will tell you if you got a dog shit movie or a good movie on your hand. That's all it takes, right? You can't just put a line out there, right? What is the line couched in? What's the establishing shot? What's the mood? What's the cinematography? What's the music doing, if anything, right? All of that shit together. Does it suck? And I'm correct 99% of the time, bro. Black Panther's final fight was legit PS2 CGI. I know. And people ate it up. It's just like the standards have gone so fucking low now. So low that look at this right here. There's a grown ass person talking about how Deadpool was good. Deadpool 9 or whatever. Maybe this time Ryan Reynolds is funny. Nope. But somebody just garbled up a big old mouthful of Deadpool poo right in their face. And is in here defending it. Deadpool 8, Ryan Reynolds edition, where Ryan Reynolds does that crazy fourth wall breaking self-awareness that we've all been watching for 9 fucking movies. Oh my God, bro. It's like, give me more slop, give me more slop. When's the last time you liked a movie that wasn't a reboot or a sequel? Think about it. Because I just went to the movies, right, and watched a movie that isn't a reboot or a sequel, The Substance, great film. Every fucking preview was a sequel or a reboot. There wasn't a single solitary, unique film. Unique idea. Are you gonna see Joker? Fuck no. That movie looks god awful. I'm not even talking about like, it might be kind of good, kind of bad. That movie looks fucking dog shit. You know how when I knew that movie was gonna be dog shit? The first minute of the trailer when Joaquin Phoenix is sitting in the prison transport and there's a news thing like the Joker's trial begins today, and it shows him sitting there, and he goes, I was like, this movie's gonna fucking suck. I was like, that was interesting in the first movie, but they opened, that's the first thing they want us to see is him doing a piss poor rendition of the same moment from the first movie. Ruh-roh. That's all I needed to see to know it was dog shit. Go waste your money. Tell me I'm right later. Nope. Well, I mean, you can go see it if you want, bro. I ain't fucking going anywhere near that goddamn thing. Nowhere near it, bud. What's the Rotten Tomatoes score for Joker Folie à Deux?
As of this writing, Joker Folie à Deux has a score on Rotten Tomatoes of 60%. This meets the criteria of being considered fresh by the review aggregator website, as the label applies to movies with scores of 60% or above.
Oof.
This is
So it's fresh by 1 point. It's literally like, so you walked into the movie theater, right? And they've got that table that's like blowout deals, right? And it's a bunch of produce that's fin to be mushy tomorrow, but they're selling it for cheap. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's literally going to spoil in the car. It's 39% now. Siri is wrong. Oh, shit. Siri. Why did you tell me a fucking lie, Siri? What? Hey, Siri. What is the current Rotten Tomatoes rating for Joker Folie à Deux?
Joker Folie à Deux will open in theaters on October 4th, 2024. It has been rated R. This answer is from bamsmacpow.com.
Okay, wait. Listen to me, Siri.
I respect your privacy and only listen when you're talking to me.
Yeah, I get it.
No.
I was just asking you to please listen, okay? Like, listen. Joker Folie à Deux. What is the Rotten Tomatoes rating of that film?
Here's what I found.
Okay. Siri is a fucking failure. Dude, that's horrible. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's rotten, y'all. It's rotten. It rotted. It rotted, y'all. It rotted, y'all. It rotted. It spoiled. It spoiled on the shelf. 36 and falling, y'all. Can we, you guys want to hear some, some reviews? Here's Peter Traver of ABC News. Here's a sequel we didn't need. Trapping Phoenix and the Glorious Gaga in a joyless musical retread that sucks the life out of the party. Says she to the Joker during a fantasy scene, "Come on, baby, let's give the people what they want." Well, I'm still waiting. Yikes. If Folie à Deux was just a demented musical romance, it could have been something special in a small-scale, character-driven way. Alas, Phillips is somehow convinced that these Joker movies need to say something important. Todd Phillips has never managed to write a plausible female character. Why start now? Oof. A badly misconceived movie as I can remember seeing. As badly misconceived a movie as I can remember seeing. Oof. I mean, that's, whatever. You don't got to listen to the critics, but the critics seem to, not like it very much. Let's see audience reviews. Terrible. The movie made no sense. The music scenes just wasted time. The empathy you felt for the character in the first movie was lost. I went to see a Joker movie and a musical broke out. Not a good musical either. The story builds slowly with no climax. This was a good... Oh, somebody liked it. This was a good and deeper movie. The first Joker shows us his upbringing. Second movie tries to get you inside. Yeah, right. It's a bad film that truly has nothing to say. It was a musical and a depressing one, not what I expected going in, and I was unpleasantly disappointed. Wah, 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 wah. Ugh. I'm just imagining what this movie is like in my head, and it makes me sick. I think honestly, when like the teaser blurb dropped that Todd Phillips was working on a Joker sequel and it was a musical, I think like outwardly fans of the first movie were like, "Huh, that might be cool," but inwardly they were like, "Oh fucking no, dude, no. What? No." I genuinely felt that way. You know, it's an exciting thing when people say like, "Hey, we're doing something completely weird and different," but sometimes you just know in your bones that it ain't gonna work. And I think most people knew this shit wasn't gonna work. Get the fuck off me, man. Go land over there so I can kill you. Maybe he fucked the movie on purpose. I mean, that's always a possibility. You know, maybe he's got like beef with somebody at the studio. So he wanted to make a dog shit movie by listening to them, you know? Like malicious compliance. Could have been malicious compliance. I love malicious compliance. When a dumbass tells you to do something and it's completely contrary to their best interests for you to do it, or for it to happen the way they want it to happen, but you let it happen anyway and let it blow up in their face, malicious compliance. Love it. How's that gun working? Bro, it's working fine, but the flies are just, it's like they're being born as every one that I kill splits into two. I feel like I'm fighting chaos demons. I feel like I'm fighting pink horrors, okay? Not flies. Our wings will blot out the sun. Well, then I will fight in the shade. I got a lot of salt. I'm ready to fucking kick it. I'm ready to get out. Send your best. Best ain't good enough. Send your strongest. Your strongest ain't strong enough. Send your smartest. Your smartest ain't smart enough. Send your craftiest. Your craftiest ain't crafty enough. If you're a fly in my airspace, you will die. Okay? It's a fly-a-side up in here. And I'm happy to do it. Oh, over here. Come on. You land over there. Let me see what's what. Give me an angle on your ass and it's GG. Oh, hello. You decided to check it out over here, huh? Enjoy your fucking salt, bitch. Whoa, did you get a haircut? No, I just put my hair up. It's too hot. Too hot to sit here. Oh, shit. All right. Land again. Land again. Oh, you're safe. It's cool. Check it out. Check it out. Yeah, dude. Land. It's cool. Oh, right there? Okay. Oh, shit. It's a good spot, Holly. Tell a friend. Yeah, you two are real cute. Go over there. Go land on something that ain't on my arm, and it's GG. Come on. Move along, move along. Go land somewhere and size me up. That's what they do, you know. They land nearby and look at you and wait till you're not fucking waving at them anymore, and they come back. So that's what I'm telling you. Go ahead. I know that's your next move. So let's get on with it. Land somewhere. Over there. Oh, my forehead, huh? Okay. All right, player. Fair enough. 1 point to you. It's a ripoff, dude. Costs like 140 bucks. You can't. Yeah. Don't get the fucking pistol one. It's a total ripoff. Get this one. It's 50 bucks, and you load salt right in here. You just pour salt in there. And you can fill it up anytime you want. You just got to buy your own salt. Dead. Smeared, too. Ooh, I love those. Left a little grease spot behind. Those are my favorite ones. Only had coarse salt and had to grind it down. Bro, come on, just order some goddamn Morton's table salt, bro. It's like $5. Kidding me? Big ass motherfucker. Now you're dead. This whole stream is just gonna be me killing flies. I'm just warning you. I'm a stubborn fucking guy, and I will solve it. I don't care. I've probably killed like 30 flies. No shit. And I'm down to kill 30 more. I'm down to kill 100 more. You hear me? If only they could speak. All these little birds too, man. Why don't you guys come down here and help me snip some flies, bro? Dude, there's a fly buffet right down here. Dead. Come on. My feet are fine. Yeah, land on those. We got a bird land on you before? Yeah. I've got a picture right here. Watch. This is me and Amelia and a little mockingbird named Rocky that my mom saved, and he was tame, so he would come and land on you. Do I look like someone who cares what God thinks? Checking out the fucking. Oh. Said, this whole shit is dedicated to killing your asses now, so you may as well just go along about your business now. Land over there. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Dead. Who's next? I wonder if the flies learn to stay away from areas where other flies are routinely getting killed. Clearly not, because you talk about routinely getting killed. I am not lying. There are at least 30 dead flies. And like I said, there probably could be 30 more. Oh yeah, no, they're constantly replenishing. But you would think if you diminish their numbers by like 30 in an area, you wouldn't be getting buzzed by them. But you'd be wrong.